Okay guys, here is one of the problems from your homework. I have no idea which one. I didn't grab the number off the worksheet. You guys can figure it out, you know, because you're smart and stuff. So all we're doing is taking a look at what we have, and we are looking at exponential equations right now. Today, this one is type number 1, where we can actually change our bases. So when we've got 36 to the negative 2n plus 3 equals 1 over 216 to the 2 minus n. Remember, we had two types of problems today. The first type was where we could actually rewrite our bases so that they were of the same type. The base was the same number, and it was just different exponents. And then we had the second type where we couldn't rewrite our bases, and we had to immediately take the logarithm of both sides. We don't have to do that. This is not type 2. This is definitely type 1. So I'm going to take a look at my two bases. I got a 36 right here, and I have this 1 over 216. So 36 I know can be rewritten as 6 squared. So I'm going to rewrite it as 6 squared. And when we rewrite it as 6 squared, sorry, waiting for the announcement. I don't know if you heard that or not. When we rewrite that, we've got 6 squared. We have to remember that our actual exponent that was already there, the negative 2n plus 3, it has to come down there with me. So negative 2n plus 3 has to come back down. And that's got to equal. Now, if you're not sure about what you're doing, just kind of ask yourself, okay, forget about the 1 over part. This is 216. 216 is 6 to the third power. The fact that it is 1 over 216, so now I have to think about that the fractional part, just simply means that my 6 to the third is not going to be 6 to the positive 3, it's going to be 6 to the negative 3. And that's all I have to really think about there. So I have a 6 to the negative 3. Oh, that has to be blue. Same colors. 6 to the negative 3. There we go. 6 to the negative 3. Remember, I still have my 2 minus n that has to come down there. Okay. 2 minus n. Now, in class, we talked about how at this point, our first couple problems that we did together, we talked about how, well, this is technically we would take the log base 6 of both sides, right? And then our exponents would come out front, everything would come out front, and then when I take log base 6 of 6, that's actually a 1, and so it cancels out. But remember, at this point, I'm going to let you do the little shortcut. You don't have to take the log base 6 of both sides. Just remember that once we get our two bases to be exactly the same, those two bases are basically going to cancel out, and we're going to take our exponents and set them equal to each other. So I'm now going to have 2 times a negative 2n plus 3 equals a negative 3 times a 2 minus n. I will never learn. I should not make these directly after school. I should know better. So just distribute, because now we've got everything where we need it to be, and it's just a normal equation. So I'll have a negative 4n plus a 6 equals a negative 6 minus a, plus a 3n, right? Negative times a negative is a positive. I will add 4 into both sides and subtract, right? 2 times negative 2n, yes. There we go. Add 4 into both sides. I'll get a 6 equals a negative 6 plus a 7n, and I will subtract, add 6 to both sides. Yes, add 6. 12 equals a 7n. Divide both sides by 7. So I get 12 over 7 equals n. And again, it's okay that we're getting crazy decimals and fractions and things like that. You don't have to worry about it because, again, we're dealing with exponents, and you tend to get a little bit, you don't get nice whole numbers all the time.